Hi there, Ron here, Variable Play, and welcome to another Just Sleeving. This time around, I'm sleeving Brew. What's up, Brew? Just kidding. No. Okay. I need to share. I need to share my stream. Hold on. Where's the? Sure. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Audio's fine. I want to share just some groups. Mhm. How is your weekend? So tomorrow's really going to be back to work for a lot of people. Traffic is going to be challenging tomorrow. I am not necessarily looking forward to it. Uh, but, you know, getting back to work and sorting things, and it's also something uh, exciting. uh, Getting back to a bit more gaming, it's also going to be fun. Um, uh, okay. Right. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for liking the stream. So today we'll be unboxing and sleeving Brew. I have been eyeing this game for years now. Years. I tell you, years. I never pulled the gun just because. Uh, I will get some feedback from people. Um, you know, but I always was intrigued by one, the look and feel of it. It reminds me of this art people, um, and it's a Netflix. There's a show that has sort of this, and Hilda also has this similar feel. Yeah, a lot more on Hilda actually. So that art style is so intriguing. And so, and I know you're these. Uh, so in Brew, time is broken and shattered. The seasons all exist in one at once. Day and night have no real cycle. They rotate at the whim of the forest. This enchanted land has been driven into chaos, and it's up to you, the cunning mystics of the forest, to tame extraordinary woodland creatures and use your magic to bring back balance. Not to the forest, just balance. In Brew, players must choose how to use their element dice. So it is dice drafting. So that was like a big plus. The people said, "Oh, there's a lot of take that," but it's area control, in some sense. So I've been wanting to, aside from that, in the game designing, there is sort of a mechanic I'm trying to study around area control. Uh, and maybe there's some inspiration here. So I jumped the gun and bought the game so that I can study and play it and see what inspirations I can also draw from it. Aside from, I think it's going to be a fun game, my type of game. But typical area control type of games, it does require players who are all right with the sort of head-on mechanic. Okay, oh cool. Wow, some flyers here. You have the rule book, and oh wow, a whole magazine of all of their other games. Don't like it when they do this because it makes me buy want to buy more. So that's how wolves look like. Very nice. Pandasaurus has always been very nice with their graphics. Skate Summer. Mm. Wild Style. 2 to 5. Oh, interesting. Nacho Pile. Ha! That's not your pile. That's my pile. That's not your pile. uh, okay, now I want that game simply because of the name. Nacho Pile is a fast-paced, high-energy game from the creator of Happy Salmon. Okay, enough said. I need to search for this game. Nacho Pile. Okay. So, Beck, it's not the point why we're doing this. We're supposed to open up Brew. But yeah, it's called Canyon Ski Fest. Oh, the time you killed me. Very intriguing. I saw this game before. Track 12. The Loop. So nice colors. Wild Space. Oh, I like the player count 1 to 5. Tactical game. Really dangerous whenever I see magazines. It just makes me want to like, oh, that's how it looks. The tactile feel of course, Brew is there. 2 to 4 players. The mind, the game, face to face. So I guess this is a one-on-one. This one I've been also searching. Ohanami. And silver and gold. Yeah. Quinto. That's that in the past. The Mind Extreme, yeah. Machikoro Legacy, Machikoro 2, Machikoro 5th edition. There's so many Machikoros. And then Machikoro expansions of the whole lineup. Okay. Awesome. Love it. Love that magazine. If it's just for that, I think I got my enjoyment worth. Look at that art. Doesn't it remind you of Hilda? I don't know if you guys know that show. Um, but it's one of my favorite shows. And yeah, I wonder why they have the dots for the eyes, but the girl has the line for her pupils. See? I don't know why. Okay, we'll look into the rule book later. As always, we're gonna unbox first. We have a couple of some nice inserts, some boards. Some different player boards, some tokens. I hope I have the sleeves for these. Uh, yeah, hopefully. The dice, nice. Oh, and these are the cooler dice. Yes. And seems to be standard size cards. And a really nice insert. Okay. Hopefully, everything still fits after. We shall find out. We start with. What do you guys want to start? Let's start with the sleeves first, so we can put them back in the box. Let's find out if I have these. So I am guessing 120. 120 this way. Um, it's a that's not a 63. Maybe a 70. 70 by 120. 70 by 120. Not an 80. Definitely not an 80. 70 by 120. Okay. Let's see. Are they the same size? I think so. Okay. So we can test it out here before we open up the others. You stay there. And yes, there you go. Perfect. And that should, yep, fits like a glove. Awesome. So yes, 70 by 120. We have here the player aids. So we have dice pools, player turns, and then end of the round, next round. Cool. Just drafting dice. I've seen area control mechanics that work on sort of like less number of players. That's one approach that they've been doing. This has sort of like a contention idea where there's a urgency, like who has the last. Um, in some sense, kind of like a area control bid where you send your dice and you have dice that will manipulate um, other behaviors and things like that. So it works well here because you the pool of the available um, actions is public to everyone. I hope they still fit back in the box once everything is in. And aside from this being the area control, what's also interesting with this game is this is also the worker placement spots. So you're getting those resources based on what's slots that are there, and then you put the the die that matches the space, and you are able to then, in essence, control that. Ouch! It's it is a snug fit. I don't think there's like a 71 or something. Uh, I have to use this technique because it squishes it. There's a possibility for it to only thing about doing that movement is it it can hurt there the the thumb area. But I don't think that I don't think there's too many um, forest cards anyway. I think it's also part of the game. This is the plot of the game. Last one. Okay. Player aids plus the forest cards. Can they fit back? Sleeves? Yes. They made it. Awesome. Good job. I am a little bit more afraid for the cards though, because they don't seem like they will fit back in the box. That is going to be the scary part. It's going to be a little bit problematic. I could use thinner sleeves. That's one way of handling it. I do have perfect fit sleeves available. Let's double check the count. Because these are not necessarily shuffled, they're shuffled ones. Um, so I think you're simply uh, building them in your Tableau. I do have that option, but I don't enough. No, I don't think I have enough perfect fit sleeves. So, but it might be just really thick cards. No, they're not. Very. There's a lot of them. 100 sleeves could be. We can double check the counts. So there are 36 creatures, 32 potions. 68. So a little over 50. I think I do have enough perfect fit seeds then. If that's the case, let's go for the perfect fit. I think it is a thin. Um, the space provided seems to be a little bit thin. But the problem there is we're gonna have to do that same technique as I did earlier. The cards are, but the cards are flimsy though. The cards are a little flimsy. So maybe I'm not keen about, it's 50, it's 68. Okay. So maybe we should just use normal thick sleeves. Because the cards are thin. And so these are gonna bend quite a bit. Okay. Change tactics there. Where did the yeah. I'll keep this for now for another day. Use normal thick sleeves. The cards are not that thick. Hopefully they'll fit. Okay, we have a. Oh, they don't have names. Why you not have names? Would have been cool if they had names. Just gonna look at them. And they don't have names. So raccoon, owl, wolf. This uh, raccoon. Lizard of sorts. Or otter. Why did they not name him? Salamander frog. Because there's only a few art. Maybe they have names in the rulebook. Oh, did they just color vary the variants? They did. Yep, same art, different colors. Layered them. There's some eagle. So, yeah, but there's it. See? So they just different um different details of sorts, but they're same. Oh gosh, they're the same. Really the same. Yeah, just different layers. Like there's some aspect to it. Like if it's on fire, so this is dog is on fire. The salamander frog is on fire. The owl that's here's another owl. I know you're gonna be looking more into the mechanics, but it would have been nice if it's not. I understand, you know. Um, art costs a lot, and you know, AI art is a no-no for companies right now for production. And here's the potions. Any that's sorry. So, I mean, they do put a bit of difference on the elements. Uh, I don't know. They kind of make it harder to recognize. So if the art is sort of supporting, I would increase the mechanics portion or just decrease the size of the card. That way, the art kind of would not be the focus, and more of like the mechanic portion will be the if the goal is just to be able to reuse, and that's my thing. If you don't want people to focus on the art because it will be sort of like a mix and match of the same one. Um, the bottles are different for each type, so maybe I think they have one type per color. Yeah, they just have a very similar feel, but the creatures are definitely the same. Okay, so the biggest question a while ago, whether it will fit or not, is actually the cards. I'm a little bit afraid that it won't, because that is quite thin. Yep. So barely, but the beauty of it is this has space. So we're just gonna take some of our cards here and place them in, and we're good. Brilliant. Perfect. That'll do. That will do. Awesome. Okay. Tokens. So next bit. All good with the sleeve. Let's set it on the side. We have some potions, fire, some herbs. I'm guessing points. Not much though. Okay. Right. Double check. All good. You can throw. Just a few more tokens of that type here. Fire again. Big board. I think this is going to be our central board. Ooh, night and day. Double check. Hey, Gino. Happy New Year. What have you been playing lately? What's up, brother? More of that herb thingy. I don't know what it is. Uh, our player card. Oh, went back to Pokemon due to schedule issues and other card games. Ah, nice. Did you connect with the OG Pokemon gym leader, Gabay Forlales? Thinking about good family-oriented board games with kid minimum attention span. Ah, so my success for kids that I can really if I only have like 10 seconds of their attention, I would use any of the Rory story cubes. So there's a Rory story cubes Adventure Time, the OG Rory story cubes. Then there's the Rory story cubes activities, RORY, if I'm not mistaken. Very brilliant. It's a sort of storytelling activity more than a game. There's 9 dice. Each die has different faces on them. You get three, roll, and then you start the story. Once upon a time, there was a. I just gave out one of mine. I used to always have one on my shelf because I had a niece that visited, and similar situation. I only had a couple of seconds I can get their attention. And so I gave the idea, you roll dice, you say you I showed her one sequence. So once upon a time there was a princess that baked a cake and went to the forest. And then so now you roll 3 dice. So now they do it, and then I help them with the storytelling. And then if they have another family member, they also chime in, and off they go. Immediately, they understand how the game works, and they just start to tell stories. And easy as that. It is a good structure to get them started to waiting their turn. The idea of um, rolling dice, choosing things like that. So I like it as a very good introduction to kids. So now that I remember, I have to replenish my copy of Rory Story Clubs because I just gave out my copy. And there's Batman version of it. There's so many. Uh, I use it exactly for that purpose. The other one that I really like, and somewhere there, a friend gifted Castle Panic for my kid. Yeah, where to buy? Yeah, neutral grounds, I believe, have their own selection. Most of the local game stores would have some variation. Of course, online will also be an option. The other one is, of course, Buffet Boss, which is basically, it's a little bit step up, um, but there's a massive toy factor of it. It's it's basically Uno Staco, or the blocks where you stack them, or Jenga. But this one is different. You draft a card, it's a fruit, and you have to place that fruit now in your bowl, and you're stacking fruits up. And if it crashes, boohoo. It is tricky because when kids don't have much patience, they will be annoyed when it keeps falling down. Um, Another toy that I am really MQ, something like that. It's from Plate. It's basically a 3D version of a tetramino. You know those shapes that you can stack, and then it stacks into a cube. I'll post the link. And I also like it. I put it on the table most of the time because people just pick it up. There's almost no rules because they just see a puzzle, they see the magnetic cubes, and they just click, 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 and they try to make the puzzle. So I like when you don't need to assist people in understanding a game. And there's that. But yeah, for my favorite, it's gonna be Rory Story Cubes, just because you get to participate also. Um, you do your own storytelling, and you just keep doing it until they get bored, which is going to be the next 30 seconds anyway. But at least you got them to play a game to start. And now when they feel like it, they can, oh, can we play the story game? Sure. And you know that they can easily teach it to their friends too. So that will be also a proud moment. The games where you sort of it's sort of like a party game, artistic one is okay. Again, depends on uh, the cute thing about it is the creativeness. The simultaneous turns and sort of that time race thing might be an issue. Uh, I was surprised. My game watch list has been gifted to kids. Um, of course, I mean, they have fun with the whole searching for the targets and all, Pinoy Henyo style. Um, the good thing is that it's cooperative. So, but I was surprised. I would be sent pictures. Hey, Ron, is this you? And like, yes, that's my game. Thank you for playing. How old is your kid? And they're like 4, 5. Oh, wow. Okay, here's some suggestions on how you can play that. Because yeah, it's playable in 5 minutes, but the kids need to know like how to articulate describing someone and things like that. So there's a bit more instructions they need to follow, but if they're able to manage, yeah, it's a fun game. Okay. So, big question now is putting them back in the box. All right, brother. Have a good night. Okay. So these were expecting them to go back here as well. Oh, okay. So tricky now, really, for our sleeves, but I think we can manage distributing them around. Yes, so something like that would work. Okay, the board will go on top anyway. I think we're gonna be needing those filler boxes, and I'm glad I didn't fold them fully. I kind of folded one because I'll be needing them at the bottom of the box because this has to go and raise up. Okay, dice will probably go here. I need containers for these. The smaller ones should be able to manage it fine. Okay, so they're the same look. So I will just put them all in the same one. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, right. That solves that one. I don't think these will fit, but we can try. We'll have to probably stack them correctly. Otherwise, they be. So maybe let's put them here because it will be tricky for them. Hey, Bob. Happy Sunday. Yes, I think that will be better. Keeps a simpler deployment. but kind of annoying. Like that is totally not needed. Totally not needed. Why? Why would you bother? Why would you bother? Um, cool. But we can squeeze it like that. Awesome. Fantastic. Do I wanna keep this separate now? Maybe I do. Or just use the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I want a small one for the threes. That should simplify sorting them too. One more three is floating around. Okay. These here as well. Uh, that's the trick. So can I stack? Kinda, yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. That'll work. I hope these fit though. Seems like they would. Yeah, I think they did. Okay. So these are going to be straightforward. Okay. Last bit for the fire. Let's also keep you in there. Awesome. So, okay, now for the dice, this is interesting. Uh, Looking at the size, so that fits there. This is per player. It's easy to have them pick their color for each. So, do I want a separate one for them or just have them? Is there something bigger? No, same. Are be annoying when they barely could fit another one. I could. No, you can't. So I can probably stack two, but yeah. So I think these are the moments where these I will put here. And for the four dice, it is an option for us to go like that. because we do have a way to cover them. That's an option. It might be flying out though, especially from the middle. But the middle will be covering. Could be. Yeah, and then put these guys here. And yeah, I think that might work. Still, stuff will be flying around. Okay. So fortunately, kept these. So this will be our way to block stuff from flying around. Perfect. Stack over there. And then finally, the rule books. And we close. Awesome. I think I will settle for that for now. Okay. Time to learn how to play the game. 47 minutes too. Okay. So village board, and then so we'll have these. We got decks. Options. Same background. Have our players. Player 8. Force step. Okay. Remove any, not match the count. Got it. So we'll play 2 players. 2 plus 3. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4. Okay. So these go back in the box. Shuffle. Game board. Put them there. Forest row. 2 players, 3 forests. Oh, interesting. Because you're racing, so you can choose to have. Let's rotate. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Potion market. Shuffle all. Face down. First 4. Okay. I see. So for the potions, it will be like this. And then the creature cards are shuffled. Put those on the side. We can see both. So each type, there are four. Okay. And then they're displayed face up. Okay. Character. One random per player. I gonna be yeah. Player's gonna be Lilo and Maya. Okay. Steel box. Player's powers. Four dice matching their color. So they do have a color. And two white dice. Got it. Two white dice for fire also. It is blue. Okay. And then one energy berry. Oh, tokens. What is an energy berry? Uh, Nine. After play marker. Energy berry. Okay. This is an energy berry. Okay. First player marker. Let's put that on Lalo. Uh, okay. That's it. The goal. Uh, you and your friends will draft dice. Uh, Sorry, place dice strategically. Drafting in the sense that you're not drafting your opponents, you're drafting yours. So it's not really a drafting. So sorry for the label. It's dice placement, more of dice placement. Uh, Gain control of forest, train creatures, most VP, end of the game wins. Game is played in 4 rounds. So each round rolls 6 dice from their pool. It does have that feel of drafting in the sense that you're taking turns placing your dice. Kind of reminds me of Panamax. Uh, Place one die from your die pool, but you're not drafting it from other players. You have your own personal pool. You may brew one potion, you may drink one potion. Place a die, placement rules, which is basically whatever the die face, you put it there. Which is you get the forage uh, matching the forage symbol, and once it's placed there, it's blocked. The element dice can be placed on any forage symbol. Ah, and the top two spaces, any dice can be placed, and any number. They can never be blocked. Okay, it's really more of a dice placement. Using element powers. When you use an element die to gather terrain, you may also use the dice element power, which we will tackle in a bit. Well, it's here. So yeah, basically we will be rolling dice. So that's my pool. And so Lelo's pool. And this is Myla. So that's her pool. Okay, and then we start. Where's play dice, and then on your turn you can put there. You're trying to get the resources to, I guess, acquire potions. Yeah, these are the costs probably. Uh, how do you get creatures? Placing in forest, gathering ingredients, training creatures. When you place that symbol, okay, got it. So when you place in forest, each forest space has either herb, shroom, or crystal. Herb, shroom, or crystal. And then there are creatures, that one. So the creature can allow you to hire to train creatures. When you play a die on any creature space, you may train a creature. Use any of the four face-up creatures and place it face up in your character board on the train side. Okay. Okay. There are sites. Got it. Forest seasons. The enchanted forest of the world experiences different seasons. Each forest has one or more season types. Some powers can only be used in forests in specific seasons, and creatures you train score VP more at the end of the game if you're able to pair them with the forest of the matching season. Okay, I see. Okay. Placing in the village. If Yeah, so it has to be the element. So these are the elements: water, fire, and air. Only one die can be placed in that element. And then here any. So here you can train here any die, train a creature. The village has a day and night. Then of each round, the board flips. Okay. Oh, they're different. Okay, we will tackle that later. Brewing potions, you pay the cost. And then each turn you may brew one potion, either before or placing your die. First, choose the potion on the market, pay the ingredient cost, and then return tokens. Add potion to your hand, then reveal a new potion. Okay. And then there are also points. End of the round, claim forest, use creature powers, and game. Take back dice, flip. Once you burn the drink to use its power, you may drink one potion from your hand, either before or placing your die. Okay. And then area control and forest. Check for game end, forest deck empty, or the fourth round. How do we track for the rounds? Element powers. Okay. For the element powers, Water, if you use this die from to gather ingredient in the forest, gather two of that ingredient instead. Fire, you can place it on top of another player. Any die that go over it is no longer. So you raise their die. Wind, you may place this die in forest place where previous place one of your forest dice in order to return the forest die in your die pool. Then gather a train from that space one. Turn then allows you to take an additional turn. Oh, nice. Cool. Okay. And then potions. Drink potions. Got creature limit. You may not have more than 3 trained creatures at a time. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Creatures will be happier if you release them in the forest, matching their season type. So a spring creature prefers to live in spring. Once you release a creature, you may at any time move it to a forest you claim of the same season. Does not have another creature type already there. Forest with 2 types can accept a creature of either type, but each forest can only have 1 creature. When you move forest, flip it face down to reveal the 3 VP. Got it. And then final spark. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, let's try this out. Let's just look at the stuff that we have here. When you claim a forest, gain 2. So bonus points. Where place element any element in this card. Oh, I like that one. Gather 2 of the wild berry thingy, which are used. They place for the in the forest. Put it up on any other die. So I kind of want that owl. Oh, wow. So they're pretty mean stuff. Okay, okay, cool. In that case, I'll do this. And then I can generate my own. Okay. So I want to do that. Creature is there. That's the only creature. And then, of course, there. That one wants the rock. Okay. So we do that. We train this bird. Okay. That's my turn. Next player. So Myla wants, when claiming forest once per round, you spend 2. Oh, she can tie break, but she needs these as well. So when you gather 1 or more uh, of that type, you can trade. Oh, and turn it into that. Well, Layla already got that one, so not much of a choice there. No more creatures. So my best bet is here, but it's not progressing me there. So what's my other option? Brewing. Straight up points. It costs a lot. 4, 3. Wow. Change one of your unplaced. So maybe this one. Let's start to aim for that. 4 mushrooms. Wow. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms there. Leaf we do have. And they have lots of leaves. So they might go there too. Mushroom. So we get mushroom. No, yeah, mushroom. Mushroom. Okay, back to me. Um, Interesting. So I can really use it to gain things. But I actually want that more than I just really wanted it to place cards. So we'll wait out. We have mushrooms there. They don't have leaves anymore. So let's do this. Also get our own mushroom. Okay, back to this. Let's crystal. Crystal. This that one doesn't need two crystal. Excuse me. This will scorch. And those are scorch tokens. 3 points and it can lock. It can help lock things. Maybe we can do that. Uh, crystal though. I need leaves. I don't got leaves. Oh, okay. In that case, since I don't have leaves, rather in one potion and reserve one potion. Oh, reserve one potion. That's not bad, but I don't have that too. Okay, but we have shrooms there, so let's go for that. It gets more mushrooms here. Hmm, we can do that. Uh, since I'm first, what's interesting here is that I am exposing myself to the retaliation of my opponent. Yeah. So if I do this, I get my mushroom. Uh, yeah, I get my mushroom. Yeah, that's fine. And then back to them, they will now use this to raise mine. So it's not tied. Um, no more leaves. Oh, there is leaves there. It'll just be tied. Or I can leaves here. These already have position. And that gives me crystals. Okay. Here, let's put that there. We get herbs. Crystals can be tricky. Um, can you put on an existing die? So, I mean, if already was stacked. Oh no. I think the only one that knows how to stack are the caller. Maybe place on top. So only the fire knows how to do that. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. So water symbol here. And place one ingredient space in the forest, gain two of that. So we gain two crystals. Um, what do we want? I want to put one there to generate these. Uh, may exchange the space of one of the forest lands. Return the forest land to your deck. May exchange with one of your forest lands. Return the forest land in the night. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. That allows me to do one more creature, and then I'll let them get that. That's not a bad thing. Okay. I'll do this. And then again, and then I get to hire another creature. Um, so the scorching stuff, I mean, you can easily control it. Maybe this. Gosh, I wanna get one when I retire my owl. Okay, cool. Back to this guy. Uh, so they can try to tie. How do I get more of these? Yeah, I think we really need to hire one of our. Let's do that, and because I need options to gather. There. Okay, back to me. I still have two because of the mechanics of the air. So I'll leave that to them. Water. Yeah, I can gather quite a bit. This is when you claim. So we're claiming that. We're claiming two because I can also gain that one over there. So let's do that. Uh, one crystal back to me. I will do that here to do. Let's do this. So at least we have some variety. Two herbs. Okay, that's one round. Uh, End of the round. Let me just double check. Take back dice, flip the board, reveal new forest, pass the. Okay, so because we will be claiming. So take back dice. No, no, no. End of round, claim controlled forest. So this goes to red player. This goes to blue. This goes to red. Easy 7 points. Wow. There are more forests than any other, and you have more forests in the forest than total number of element dice there. Okay, yeah. cheap shot. Okay. And after that, we return to the players, their dice. Plus two. And then we flip the board. Uh, oh, which kind of is now like potion style, then more aggressive, scorching earth stuff. Okay, cool. And then you try to maximize points from potions, forests that you conquer, and the elements. Awesome. Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. Um, cool. There you have it. That is Brew. You just store them all back. Uh, it is on that cutthroaty side of things. Definitely quite aggressive because you can really target, you know, the progress of your opponent. There's no direct on resources and tableau you create. At least not that I've seen so. So the trick for me is going to be competing at the space. Uh, awesome. Thank you for joining me. That is Brew. Until next time, happy weekend. Happy Sunday, everyone. See you. Bye.